The gray wolf, also known as Canis lupus, timber wolf, western wolf, or simply wolf, is a canine native to Eurasia and North America. It is one of the largest members of its family. Habitat and diet including large forests with very little human contact and large game species including white-tailed deer, elk, bison, buffalo, cows, and sheep. This is the exact climate they're looking for in the Upper Peninsula. Since man has colonized North America in the 1700s, we have always became the alpha predator. This problem included the gray wolf. When hunters moved in to the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula of Michigan, they began to incessantly hunt the gray wolf, pushing it to the brink of extinction. In 1957, the Michigan DNR enacted a law making wolves, the gray wolf in Michigan, an endangered species. The Michigan gray wolf population then was numbered in the hundreds. Now it is reaching around 600s. The goal of the gray wolf conservation program, as stated by the Michigan DNR, was to get the gray wolf population to an acceptable number around 200. The number has now skyrocketed over 400 over the limit. Biologists agree that now is the time to start hunting the gray wolves to manage and control the population. As per an Act PA 281 passed in 2013 by the Michigan State Legislature, allowed gray wolf hunting in Michigan to take place. The season therefore left 33 wolves dead, managing the population, allowing the DNR to manage the population with efficiency and fluency, regulating the wolf population. Public Act 281, initiated by a pro-hunting group, gave Michigan Natural Resource Commission sole discretion over wildlife management in the state and the power to decide which animals are classified as game species and can therefore be hunted. The petition gained the required amount of signatures very fast, as the wolf problem had grown tremendously in the Upper Peninsula, and many people that lived there knew it was a growing problem. It then was sent to the Michigan State Legislature, which voted passing it. But then it was a Republican majority and still is today. When that legislature passed, the Michigan Natural Resource Commission gained full authority over the gray wolf in Michigan, and they controlled what happened to it next. Immediately after its pass in the summer of August 2014, Public Act 281 came under immense criticism from anti-hunting critics and animal rights organizations. The leading of the pack was the KMWP, or Keep Michigan Wolves Protected. This organization claimed that Public Act 281 had subverted the will of the people by disguising the law as a, quote, Trojan horse. Public Act 281 also contained the following things that which they claimed were more stressed than the wolf hunting. They included free licenses for veterans and other hunting license changes. Immediately after the laws passed, the KWMP set its wheels into motion into banning wolf hunting in Michigan. This immediately started when they began proposing opportunities and bills to the Michigan State Legislature that would ban wolf hunting in Michigan and take away the Natural Resources Commission's right to classify wolves as unprotected. Of course, knowing the KMWP, if they would have gone to any well-educated population center in the UP, which was dealing with the wolf crisis, they would have gotten pushed out and probably not even gotten a single signature. But the KMWP went straight to the cities of Detroit and Grand Rapids. No harm against Detroit and Grand Rapids, but the KMWP got every single signature they needed in under a week. The cities of Detroit and Grand Rapids just had not dealt with the problem. They had no idea what the Upper Peninsula was dealing with. Therefore, they agreed, like any sensible human being, that, hey, maybe we shouldn't hunt wolves. But little did they know the problem that they had just created. The KMWP pushed wolf hunting to the ballot. Proposal 1 and 2 basically said that we will take the Natural Resources Commission ability to classify the gray wolves as protected or endangered out of their ability and push them back into the endangered slot, and not allow the Michigan DNR to control the population of wolves at all. And so it came to the ballot in November. And sadly, only 41% voted yes, causing the ballot to fail. And wolves became again protected and running rampant in the Upper Peninsula. The only reason that this bill passed was because of the two population centers of Grand Rapids and Detroit. Had those two been taken out of the equation, the vote would have passed 75% majority voting to keep wolf hunting in Michigan. This is just very sad, as the Michigan wolves now run rampant in the Upper Peninsula, committing many atrocities, such as getting into game farms and killing every single animal in there without mercy, leaving almost all to rot except the ones they need for food. And also conflict with dogs and other species that humans own. With mounting pressure from the senators in the Upper Peninsula, the Michigan State Legislature passed another bill countering KMWP's bill, which passed, making wolf hunting yet again in a sticky situation where it is legal and yet not legal at the same time. But this did not last for long. As soon as the bill was passed by the Michigan State Legislature, stalling Proposals 1 and 2 of the KMWP, the KMWP set into action a federal lawsuit against the state of Michigan, making their wolf hunting legal. The lawsuit was appealed to a federal judge in Washington, D.C., who had no prior knowledge of the situation and had never seen the animals before and simply sided the wrong way. The judge ruled that as it was the will of the people to make wolf hunting illegal and to keep them protected. At the current moment, the will of the people stands, and Michigan wolves are protected and growing rampant in the Upper Peninsula. But if you really look at the stats, the will of the people that live around the wolves and have to deal with them every day want the ability to hunt them. The sad fact of the matter is that many Upper Peninsula people who would gladly love to hunt wolves legally are faced with a moral choice. Do you face the fact of letting your dog out at night and the fact that it may never return, as a pack of wolves lives nearby and would love to kill the dog because of territorial protection? Or do you simply have to poach the wolf because it poses a threat to you and your family and your livestock? That is the sad reality in the Upper Peninsula today, because wolf hunting is illegal. If wolf hunting had been legal in Michigan, we would never have faced this problem, as they could have simply gone to the store, and when wolf hunting season came around, they could have gotten a permit and dealt with the problem legally. In conclusion, wolf hunting should be reinstated as legal in the Upper Peninsula due to many problems. One of these problems includes the fact that the Michigan wolves have grown rampant, over 400 over the recommended species limit by the Natural Resources Commission and the DNR. If the wolf population is supposed to be 200, as predicted by the DNR and wanted by them, it is now over 653. The wolf problem seems to be going rampant. Not only that, but wolves has become a serious threat to livestock and other farm animals in the Upper Peninsula, hurting the farming industry. Without the ability to protect their herd from the wolves, as they are an endangered species and there would be heavy fines, farmers in the Upper Peninsula are faced with a moral decision. Do I let my livestock, which I've poured my heart and soul into, die? Or do I illegally poach a wolf, which I could legally poach if my voice had been heard and it hadn't been overshadowed by the people of Grand Rapids and Detroit and the Lower Peninsula, who really didn't know what they were talking about and just voted no out of pity? Critics to me might say that wolf hunting should remain illegal in the Upper Peninsula, as the wolves are still an endangered species federally, and that they are they're the alpha predator, and that they will not be controlled by their own population. But let's face the fact: if the Natural Resources Commission agrees that wolves should be declassified as endangered species and the ability to hunt, and the Michigan DNR backs them up, we are giving the people, the very people that we trust with every other animal population in our state, including white-tailed deer, everything from a white-tailed deer to a inchworm, they have the ability to control them, but yet they don't have the ability to control this species, because anti-hunting critics believe that it should be still protected because they feel pity for the wolf. Let's look at the fact here. This is not about the endangered species list. This is about hunting versus anti-hunting. The critics of this, the KMWP, they don't really look at the problem. They just see a pity of a wolf laying on the ground. They claim that trapping and hunting the wolves is unethical, but it's really not. How the wolves kill a deer is very gruesome to compare to how humans kill a wolf. The wolves eat a deer alive. The humans shoot a wolf in the shoulder, killing it instantly with a gun. The fact of the matter is, wolf hunting should be legal in the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula of our great state of Michigan, as we need to control the population and we can't let other populations take the fall, including the white-tailed deer and farmers, for our incompetency to manage the population of the wolves in which we have saved, but yet they're now becoming a problem.